Hi everyone, my name is Liz and this is Liz's Fiber Crafting Nook. And let's see, today is December 5th and I am a knitter, crocheter, quilter, sewer, needle felter, spinner, and pretty much anything else crafty and maker that I can come across and I like. All right, I'm going to start with finished items. And this is a pair of socks that you have not seen from any part of because it's been a hot minute since I recorded. So I started these and finished these in the time that you've seen me. And these are for me. Most of the socks I make are for me, with the exception of I make some for my son and daughter on occasions. All right, this is done in helical knitting again. If you watched past episodes, I've done one pair of helical knitting with a less contrasting yarn. So this is done with, this is Peyton's Croy. So it's the Peyton's Croy. And it is Gentry Gray. Let's see if we can get it to focus on Gentry Gray. Okay, Gentry Gray. And the red, sparkling awesomeness it is, had no ball band. I found it at a thrift store and I liked it, so now I'm using it. This is toe up, and I start with 14 cast on 14, then I increase into 32 stitches from it. I always say 32 because it's half on one side and half on the other because I do circulars. That would be 64 stitches altogether. On Xiaogu ones, size ones, and then I knit it. The helical knitting tutorial I followed and I used to learn helical knitting is by River Roads Knits. That is, River Roads Knits is the channel that I used to learn helical knitting with 3 skeins. It helped me visually see the changing, where other videos they used the same yarn, so I couldn't really see the changing, which is fine unless you need to see the changing to get the hang of it. I did 7.5 inches from toe to start of heel, so toe to here, 7.5 inches. That's what I always do. And then I did the heels, and then I put in an extra 5 stitches on this side and 5 stitches on this side, which amounts to 10 stitches for your round extra. Then every other row, decrease until I'm back to the 64 inches. Let's see if you can see that. You can kind of see, this yarn is really sparkly, my lighting is, where I decreased it slowly to right here. And then I did 19 more rounds. Might be more. Honestly, I didn't count these ones. I just kind of did it to feel because for me. And then I did 2 inches of 2x2 ribbing. And then now I have a pair of socks. Now that I show them to you, I can wear them. I do not block them. Rarely do I block them to show you, but I just make them and wear them. I don't need to impress myself. And the only thing blocking would really do is take this out. I'm sorry. Somebody's setting off fireworks, which is going to scare the crap out of my Yellow Lab Vaughn. He seems to be acting okay right now. Usually he like tries to shove himself under things and he trembles violently, and he's getting, vet thinks he's getting early stages of doggy dementia. That stinks, but is what it is. All right, that was those socks. Then I completed 2 more pairs of baby socks. These are the, what I would call, I don't know, baby toddler socks. So if I had to guesstimate what I thought it would fit, depending on the size of the child and the feet, anywhere from 9 months to a year is what I think these would fit. All right. I do not have, this was another one of those thrift store purchases that I do not know the colorway. I bought it because I liked it. And it striped up really nice. I'm going to be honest with you. I did not try to match up the stripes and stuff. I actually knitted 2 at a time. This is how they turned out when I knitted 2 at a time. When I got done, I paired them up with the ones that matched each other. So it worked out that they were matching pairs with the opposite socks. And since I follow the same pattern, the amount of stitches and stuff, they were perfectly matched. So those were 8 cast on 8, increase every other round until 44 stitches, and knit until 3.5 inches. I did a wrap and turn heel, 6 extra stitches, decreased every other round, just like my socks, only less stitches. And then, oh, here, Mr. Did they scare you with fireworks? Huh? Yeah, so this is my baby Vaughn. I'm sorry, buddy. Can you go lay down? No, it's okay. Yeah, I knew he was going to hear those. I heard those. I don't know why you'd be lighting off fireworks on the 5th of December. Hi, buddy. You stay right here. I gotcha. All right. Also, I need to... Yeah, he's trembling a little bit. I need to revise what I forgot to tell you. I learned a new heel. It's okay. It's okay. Sit down. Sit. Sit. Stay. Good boy. I gotcha. I learned a new heel. Instead of wrap and turn, it's the shadow wrap heel. I'm loving it. So I'm going to be using the shadow wrap heel for lots of socks here coming up soon. The shadow wrap heel I learned from Earth Tones Girl. Hold on, I have it on my computer here. Earth Tones Girl, No Fear Sock Knitting Class 9 Shadow Wrap Short Row Heel is the whole title of the YouTube tutorial I followed of hers. She was very easy to understand. It was great and no holes. None at all. I don't even have to pick up and like fudge it a little bit, which I got really good at and you couldn't really tell, but this was, when I first did it, I was like, this is kind of odd. Didn't see how this was going to work, so I just trusted the process, followed the process. Turned out great. I'll get it a little closer maybe. I am, by the way, recording in the evening, and at this point it's pitch black here because we're in winter time. Anyway, so that's the shadow wrap heel. The other ones were wrap and turn heels, which turn out fine, but they can present with holes. This one doesn't have them. They just has that ridge and stuff. But I really like that. So you will be seeing more of that in my... I'm okay with experimenting, trying new things, and changing up my personal sock recipe for my foot. So those 3 pair of socks were my finished objects. And then whatever was left over from this blue got onto my ball of extra leftovers. All right, now I'm going to go into works in progress. All right, I have 2 works in progress. Well, I have several works in progress, but the ones I'm actually working on, I'm only going to count those. Okay, I'm all somehow... Hold on, let me get untangled real quick. Untangled out of the bag. I'll see. Okay, I went through the bag. All right, there we go. All right, the leftover from these socks, the red and the charcoal, I'm making a pair of baby socks. So what I'm going to do with these guys is these are the baby socks. So I cast on 8 and I do, hold on, let me check it out here. I cast on 8 and I only knit 2.5 inches before starting the heel, and I have 40. I increased till I had 40 stitches. The heel I'm going to use up. I have a little nesting pile of leftover of the Peyton's Croy, the charcoal color. I'm going to do those just the heels because I don't have enough to do toes, heels, and cuffs, so I'm just going to do heels on them and then continue with the red color. So this is the red without any black mixed in. And I'm going to use up as much as I can on this pair of socks. I'll see what I have left. And if I don't think I have enough to create another pair of socks, I'll wind it off onto the sock yarn ball here. And then I'll use it for something else when I'm all done. That's those. So I have those on the go. I do these when I go bowling. I'm on a bowling league once a week. And socks are a convenient knit in between my turns stuff because the other stuff is you have to be too disengaged with your partners and stuff, and I don't need to be that disengaged and have to keep track. All right, and then I'm following the Arnie and Carlos were doing a knit along Christmas stocking in November. I did not finish when they finished. They were finished on the 25th of November. It was for the whole month of November. I've downloaded the pattern was free if you were doing the knit along with them up to December 1st. Now that it's the 5th, it's not for free. You'd have to buy the pattern. I am at the heel And I'm doing the shadow wrap heel for, it's not the heel they were using, it's the heel I'm using. This is only my third color work, so I'll have to point out all my glitches. You have not seen this at all either. I started it late, then I did the toe and ripped it out, and this is the third time on the toe, and then I was like, good enough, it is a stocking, I'm leaving it. And here it is. And I didn't do it in there red, green, and white. I did gray, and it's that same Patton's Croy Gentry Gray. By the way, my kid and everybody is home, so if he comes in, no editing here. You'll just have to go through hearing him and me telling him to close the door and go play. And then I did the blue for the white, and then I did red for red. I just did a kind of red that I liked. All right. So here's what you might notice. If I do it like this, you can see some of the rippling. I'm hoping this will mostly block out. If I give it a little, I get it wet and block it out and stretch it out a little bit. No one's going to be wearing this, and it's a Christmas stocking, so I was not overly concerned. I consider this more practice for color work. But currently, I'm working on the giant heel. Right now, I'm in the process of turning the heel and picking up all of the I don't think they're not called drop stitches. They're the stitches I have on hold. I am working them back in to work up the heel. If you want to learn to do that heel, go to Earth Tones Girl and see her shadow wrap heel. You can do whatever heel you want, but this is the one I did for my Christmas stocking. After the heel, I don't know how long it'll take me to get the upper part of the stocking and cuff done. It's not going to be tiny, as you can see. It's going to be a sizable Christmas stocking. Yeah, so this is the bottom of the foot. I do not know the inches on that. Hey, look. I have a tape measure sitting here. Let's check it out. That looks like almost 16 inches. I'm glad that I don't have to make socks for giants. Well, actually, it'd probably go really fast if I didn't have to make color work socks for giants. At least I don't have to make a matching one. But anyways, I think I'll make more. I am not enjoying working with DPNs super much. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's not my vibe. I will definitely have to get out another ball of the gray, and I do not have more blue and red. Those were thrift store finds. I do have the ball bands for them. The blue is this the blue? Uh-oh. I have to remember which one's which. I think this is the red. Let me make sure. If I find the color here in a second. I'm pretty sure this one's the red. So Regia Tweed is the red. I'm pretty sure it's the red. I'm doubting myself. I think it's the blue. Sorry. Okay. The Regia Tweed is 75% wool, 20% polyamide, and there's a sticker over the top of the 5% thing. Polyacrylic, 5% of that. That was probably the flax that are in it. And the red one was let me cut this open so I can see. Tags. Kenzie from New Zealand with love by Hiko. And that one is 50% New Zealand merino, 10% angora, 25 nylon, 10% alpaca, and 5% silk knolls. Knolls? Anyway, I'll hold it up here. Okay, so that was the red. It was obviously not a full skein because the thrift store had the ball band taped inwards, so it meant it wasn't a full skein. I got them both at the thrift store. One for $3. They're both for $3. Anyway, that's what my stocking is out of. So I will not be putting it through the wash machine. One is super washed. The other two are probably not super washed. And so I don't want them to shrink and cause problems. So when I block this out, I'm sure that I can get most of that wrinkling out. I did with my first color work. I was able to get most of it out, but obviously I have to keep after color work and keep my it's all about practice and getting your tension under control. But I'm happy with how it's turning out. I just can't wait to be able to block it so I can see it all not so wrinkly. And that was it on the things that I am working on. I didn't get to any of the things that I had goals on for my last video. I'm not sure if the knit along was on my goals. Maybe it was in my mental goals. So I didn't finish anything else. And as for goals for the upcoming, I want to finish my stocking, continue to work on socks. I'm knitting baby socks for at least 5 moms for the upcoming year. I need a good old pile of things to... Socks are just mentally easy for me. I may make other things, but socks are great for on the go, and it's using up my little scraps for smaller items. And I still want to work on my crochet toy. I'm not putting any pressure on myself to get those kind of things done for Christmas. I have plenty of things for Christmas. I'm a busy human being. And this is going to lead into, if you want to stick around and listen to me ramble about life stuff, you most certainly may. I am on a animal rescue board now, and I've ended up fostering puppies. Abandoned puppy after abandoned puppy after abandoned puppy. I don't like to see them left in a shelter. It's not a good environment for a baby animal at all. They need a little extra attention. And so when I talked to you last, I'm pretty sure I took on a litter of 8. And out of that litter of 8, I still have one here. But she has a home to go to, but they are delayed getting into their new home. I have agreed to keep her here until they can take her home, and they're thinking mid-December. So hopefully soon, because I really want to see her with her family and not in bonding to me in my house. She's a sweetie though. And then I had another random puppy end up here, and she is gone now. And there's an older puppy that's at their at the facility. I don't like seeing it there, but he's a 4-month-old puppy. These guys are now 3 months old. That they were like 8 weeks old when they came in. 7 to 8 weeks old when they came in. And so hopefully I can be puppy free for a little while. I can't foster older dogs and bigger dogs because I have 5 dogs. It's much harder to introduce an adult dog to a bunch of dogs than it is to just bring baby puppies home, and then all the dogs are like, oh, it's a baby puppy, and the baby puppies are like, I don't know who you are or what you are. So that's a little easier. Hopefully people fix their animals and stop dumping dogs. That would be nice for the pets and for other people. And then hopefully I start having more time here pretty soon. But yeah, that's pretty much, I think, all I have. My son wants me to put up the Christmas tree 5 days ago. The second he realized it was December, he was like, Christmas tree? So I'm going to try to get that up today and maybe decorated in the next few days. We'll see. All right, well, I will let you go, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to record and see you before Christmas, but if I don't, have a Merry Christmas. If I do, I'll wish you Merry Christmas again. That's the way it rolls. All right, I will talk to you later. Bye.